Have you ever wondered why you make decisions you later regret? Why some people seem to control conversations effortlessly, or why your brain resists change even when you know it's good for you? The truth is simple. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. It's designed to keep you safe. And once you understand how it works, you can start using it instead of being used by it. Let's break down some powerful psychology insights that reveal how your mind really operates and how you can take back control. Your brain loves shortcuts. Every day, your mind processes thousands of thoughts, decisions, and stimuli. To avoid overload, it creates mental shortcuts, patterns that repeat automatically. That's why habits form so easily and why they're so hard to break. When you repeat an action enough times, your brain stops questioning it. It becomes efficient, but also blind. So if you want to change your life, don't rely on motivation. Instead, change your environment, because your environment silently programs your behavior. A clean desk encourages focus. A distracting phone encourages procrastination. Your surroundings are shaping your decisions more than your willpower ever will. Now here's something even more interesting. Your brain trusts familiarity over logic. This is why people stay in bad situations longer than they should, not because they don't know better, but because the unknown feels more threatening than the known pain. This is also why repetition builds trust. When someone repeats an idea, your brain starts accepting it as truth, not because it's correct, but because it feels familiar. This is called the illusion of truth. So the more you expose yourself to positive beliefs, the more your brain starts accepting them as reality. Let's talk about attention. Your attention is the currency of your mind. Whatever you focus on repeatedly grows in importance in your brain. If you constantly think about failure, your brain will start filtering reality to confirm that belief. If you focus on opportunities, your brain begins noticing them everywhere. This is not magic. This is selective perception. Your brain filters millions of signals every second, but only a small fraction reaches your awareness. So what you focus on literally becomes your reality. Now here's a powerful brain hack. People are not influenced by logic as much as they are by emotion. You may think decisions are rational, but in reality, emotions lead and logic follows. That's why stories are more persuasive than facts. If you want to communicate effectively, whether in videos, conversations, or content, connect emotionally first, then support with logic. Emotion opens the door. Logic convinces the mind. Another hidden mechanism in your brain is social validation. Humans are wired to belong. Your brain constantly scans your environment to see what others are doing. If everyone is behaving a certain way, your mind assumes it's correct. This is why trends spread so fast. It's also why people hesitate to stand out. The brain interprets social rejection as danger. So when you feel fear of judgment, it's not weakness. It's biology trying to protect your social survival. Now let's talk about something that affects your productivity deeply. Your brain resists tasks that feel uncertain or overwhelming. Not because the task is hard, but because the outcome is unclear. The brain prefers predictable rewards. That's why small tasks feel easier to start. This is where the 2-minute rule works psychologically. If a task feels too big, reduce it to something that takes less than 2 minutes. Starting removes resistance, and once you start, momentum takes over. Here's another insight most people overlook. Your identity shapes your behavior more than your goals do. If you see yourself as someone who procrastinates, your brain will align actions with that identity. But if you shift your identity, even slightly, your behavior begins to follow. Instead of saying, "I want to work out," you start thinking, "I am someone who takes care of my body." Your brain tries to stay consistent with your self-image. So changing identity is more powerful than chasing goals. Now let's talk about memory and influence. Your brain doesn't store experiences as exact recordings. It reconstructs them each time you remember. That means your memories are not fixed, they are editable. This is why repeated thoughts reinforce beliefs. If you keep telling yourself a story about your past, your brain strengthens that version of reality. But if you reinterpret your experiences, you can reshape how your brain perceives your identity and past. Here's a final powerful concept. Your brain prioritizes survival over happiness. It is always scanning for threats, real or imagined. That's why anxiety exists. Even when everything is fine, your brain may still generate what-if scenarios. Understanding this helps you separate reality from mental noise. Not every thought deserves your attention. Sometimes your brain is just trying to protect you, not tell you the truth. So, what does all of this mean? It means your brain is not your enemy, but it is also not your master. It runs on patterns, emotions, shortcuts, and survival instincts. Once you understand these mechanisms, you can redirect your attention, reprogram your habits, control your environment, and reshape your identity. Because the real power isn't in having more willpower, it's in understanding how your mind works at a deeper level. If you start applying even a few of these insights, you'll notice something surprising. Your decisions become clearer, your habits become easier, and your sense of control begins to increase. Not because your brain changed, but because you finally learned how to work with it.